Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I don't know about you, but I am tired of spending money. I'm ready for this Christmas thing to be done with. It's time to go in paying off credit card mode for a little while. Golly, every year it just gets worse and worse. My 12-year-old is just spending me into oblivion. Oh my goodness, this kid. I told him, for those of you that are fans of one of my favorite movies of all time, Revenge of the Nerds, I was asking my 12-year-old, I was like, maybe I told him, I said, maybe you can be like Worm Zur from Revenge of the Nerds and go off to college early. That way I would finally be free. He knows I'm joking, by the way. But it's like, I tell him, I said, by the time you wake up in the morning, within 30 minutes, I've typically spent $20 on something. It could be credits to some game, or it could be McDonald's, or it could be any number of things, renting a movie. This kid, and he doesn't let you say no. That's the thing. He's a salesman. Okay, let's start here today. Listen to this.
Call it a day.
Oh, wow. So predictions, I think like we talked about, we're going to see we're going to see an staking ETF. I think with this new SEC commissioner and the new team there, I think we're going to see a number of additional ETFs for crypto products. I think it's better that I don't sort of suppose on which ones they will be, but I do think we will see a Solana one. And I do think that any crypto that has regulatory status, I think HBAR is another one.
Yeah.
I think we'll see attempts, I think we've already seen filings, so I think we'll see attempts to bring those to market. As far as price goes, I'm going to leave that till the end. But I do think, Josh mentioned something that I was been thinking about is I do think there have been a number of crypto companies that wanted to go public, and that I feel like their S1 has been going through major sausage making, we'll say. And I think the sausage will finally be made in 25 and they'll be able to go public. So I think that's really important too. And the last thing is, we talked about the wirehouses. I've got to believe the wirehouses are going to get on board, hopefully in Q1. And allow their clients access. And I'm hopeful next year FINRA will enable, broker dealers to trade on behalf of their customers. And the last one, Ron, is I think that someone is going to come up with a really unique and user-friendly product to act as a prime brokerage. So if people want to hold on to their Bitcoin or Ether or other crypto, they're going to find a more streamlined way to lend against that.
Yeah. Everybody seems to think that it's not just crypto that's going to take off. All these companies who've been waiting on the sidelines, there's one of them right there. That's why I linked to my sponsor, that's why it's so interesting what's going on, because a lot of these crypto issues I've been able to buy myself on there. It's linqto.com. You can download the app as well. You find out they've got an accreditation process, and then you can load up your account and be ready when they come out with new issues. Or when they add more Ripple onto the site. I didn't look, but I don't know. I don't think they have it on there right now. Also, don't forget, I talked to Brad Combs yesterday or the day before, and the ticket sales on XRP Las Vegas, I believe possibly this weekend, the record from last year will be tied, and we've only been talking about it for 3 weeks, which means this thing's not till May in 2025, folks. So that means you're going to have literally thousands of people there, okay? This is going to be a massive thing. In fact, I'm making my wife go this year, and I'm thinking about letting my wife and my kids have never seen this, and so I was considering letting them come see, just even if they just poke their head in to see what it's like. It's going to be interesting. Go to xrplasvegas.com. They've got the early bird tickets, and they've got discounted MGM Grand rooms. And we haven't even started telling you all the people and the sponsors that are going to be there. And I already know some of them are like, whoa. We know MoonPay was one that was added. They announced it. Look at the market, 3.36 trillion, XRP. I love how we have these pullbacks in XRP. It's almost like the new 50 cent XRP is in the $2 to $2.40 range. You got to love that. But it keeps, every time we have a pullback, XRP stands right back up, goes up into that range, and sits there like it's waiting, like the engines are just kind of humming right now and running, getting warmed up. There's not a doubt in my mind this is about to get interesting. Here's one of the reasons why. Scoop from Eleanor Terrett: Trump inauguration draws big donations. Crypto giants Coinbase, Kraken, Ripple, MoonPay have donated to the Trump Vance inaugural fund. And Mark Yusko still doesn't get it. Trump inauguration draws big crypto donations. Turns out blockchain payments firm Ripple has made a $5 million contribution in the crypto token XRP, the digital asset it uses to facilitate its cross-border payments business. So Trump now has $5 million worth of XRP. How about them apples? Ryan Selka says, I prodded Ripple to back Trump directly for months. Same with Coinbase. It's unclear that either did pre-election, though their legal emissaries went to David Sachs' June fundraiser. Good to see them backing the inaugural. If anyone wants to donate now, I am bundling. Check this out. Mark Yusko still doesn't understand. Bitstamp is building a derivatives exchange on the XRP ledger and being acquired by Robinhood in 2025, by the way. Which reminded me of Kendra Hill, who disappeared from social media back in 2018 or 19, said this: think of cross-border payments as a nice testing ground to prepare Ripple for the use case they've been focused on since the very beginning. The true intentions of Ripple are to handle 100% of the transactions which take place in the derivatives market. So why do they not make this public knowledge? For multiple reasons, the most important one being that they are not ready. They are missing a piece to the puzzle, and that piece is called Codius. Back in October of 2024, we found out that Stefan Thomas, former Ripple CTO, announced he's working on a new version of Codius. This is huge for the XRP ledger ecosystem. Here's why. Max Avery did an entire thread on this. And then there's this. This is crypto general manager for Robinhood.
And what was the impetus that made you break into the crypto space initially?
Yeah, so we're really thinking about this mission in our head that crypto is going to be the framework that will power the financial world of tomorrow. Traditional finance has a lot of technical debt in some way. For example, last week we celebrated that we moved to settlement at T+1, and in crypto it's not even a question of a day, right? So we really think that blockchain technologies and crypto overall will be able to change and revolutionize how things are working. So really a lot of what we are building is towards this world. I think tokenization of what I said is something that we're really excited about, and we're going to keep working on.
And if when you look out maybe 3 to 5 years in the crypto space, Web3, what excites you most?
I think tokenization is really something that, I know it's becoming a bit of the hot word now lately in the crypto space, but I think it's really something where we are really excited. I think at Robinhood, we see all the financial system between the brokerage and the other places that we are running. And I really think that so many times when I see a problem, I'm like, it will be so much easier with blockchain. So I think if we are able to launch a good tokenized product for real what I said, it's going to be a huge game changer for the industry.
I'm not fucking leaving!
I don't want to play that part. Okay. Then we got this from Digital Perspectives. He says Bitstamp is building a derivatives exchange on XRPL. This is the size of the market they will be tapping into. Derivatives market size varies dramatically. Notional value around 67 trillion to over 1 quadrillion. Gross market value to 20.7 trillion as of late 2022. Actual market value around 12.4 trillion as of 2021. Brian Brooks, former acting comptroller of the currency, under Trump has joined the MicroStrategy board of directors. Interesting. I'm not going to play this one, but Perry Ann Boring is calling for $800,000 Bitcoin end of 2025. Look at this, hidden in plain sight. Stellar, look at, I've always thought, folks, Stellar and XRP, somewhere behind it was the PayPal Mafia. I've made videos on it for over 5 years. This right here looks pretty telling, doesn't it? Doesn't it all? I've always thought XRP and the Stellar logo, they always had that feel of space, they had that same look of all the brands that Elon Musk has created. It's not going to surprise me a bit when we find out that Elon Musk has something to do with XRP and XLM. Don't be surprised. I don't know if I've played this one or not, but Ripple had posted it yesterday.
Ripple has always built products
Jack McDonald, Ripple's SVP stablecoin.
specifically for enterprises and financial institutions. Now, we're bringing that deep expertise to launch a stablecoin, built for businesses, but accessible to everybody. For more than a decade, Ripple has been the industry leader in on-chain solutions for institutional finance. From the beginning, Ripple has always worked with global regulators, ensuring our solutions are compliant and adhere with local regulations wherever we decide to launch our products. We are well positioned to launch Ripple USD for several reasons. We're focused on the gold standard of compliance. RLUSD is issued in accordance with the New York State Department of Financial Services stablecoin guidance, which sets forth requirements designed to protect stablecoin holders. The requirements touch on the timely redemption of stablecoin.
By the way, according to Mark Yusko, this is all a scam, but USDC is completely legit.
The safekeeping of stablecoin reserve assets, independent third-party attestations to verify the reserve. And Ripple USD is one of the few stablecoins that is fully regulated. Our regulators have stringent disclosure requirements, such as the publication of monthly attestations by an independent certified public accountant to verify the reserves backing the stablecoin. Monthly third-party attestations of the reserve ensure transparent reporting and reserve management. There will be clear redemption rights and other regulatory standards that are designed to protect holders. For over 10 years, Ripple has always chosen to work with and partner with regulators, policymakers, and financial institutions. Our partnerships with major banks and payment institutions bridge the gap between traditional finance and crypto solutions. These established relationships will bring the next wave of users and assets on-chain with Ripple USD.
Okay. I couldn't help myself. This tweet, I saw this yesterday. This guy's relearning all things crypto going into the Trump presidency, and he retweets this video of Kyle Samani from Multicoin Capital giving his opening remarks. And I just can't let people forget who Kyle Samani is. Same guy that magically guessed that Ripple would be sued by the SEC and publicly announced that he shorted XRP, and his partner did the same thing, Tushar Jain. Crypto Man Ran is the one that threw the ball up so he could dunk it in that interview. His limited partners were A16Z and Union Square Ventures that just happened to be in the meetings at the SEC that would become the Hinman speech, give Ethereum a free pass. Hinman would later play a role in the SEC making sure that Ripple lawsuit was filed. Here he is right here. I'm not going to play this, but you need to go back. I retweeted it, said never forget who these people are. This is the video where he's talking about it. And then this is Senator Loomis. She's talking about the Bitcoin reserve bill. I wanted to make one other point, because this is the deal, folks. Remember, Bitcoin has no utility. And we've watched this rigged market for the last 5-6 years. The crypto market has been totally rigged by the regulators like the SEC. Once they realize, this is what I believe. Remember, the original Bitcoin white paper had Bitcoin for payments. Once they realized That wasn't going to work. What they did is they went and they created the narrative of Bitcoin as digital gold. Like somehow this one digital asset, because it had scarcity like many other digital assets that actually have utility like XRP, but they tried to create this narrative that somehow Bitcoin was unique. Somehow because Satoshi, it just came from God and Bitcoin was created, which is one big lie. But they needed that narrative because once Bitcoin gets passed, and remember this, people are going to start asking why Bitcoin, why not XRP? It has a limited amount. It's faster, cheaper, all this stuff. Why Bitcoin? And you have to have this mysterious Satoshi that they lie about and say nobody knows when Homeland Security met with them. They have to keep that going. I believe they're creating the Bitcoin reserve narrative because they know that the utility tokens are coming and it's just a matter of time before they jump Bitcoin. And so if they can get it established with all the governments worldwide so that they all have reserves, and it would give it this gimmick, another fake narrative that somehow Bitcoin is this all important thing and it needs to have this special status. The strategic reserve itself would give it this fake utility. Okay, this just like we've seen to now, this government created, government rigging the markets. Okay, but I don't think it'll be enough. I think it's just a gimmick, and it won't be enough over time. And I think that you'll also, that's one of the reasons I keep saying, well, why would you do just that? Do an XRP strategic reserve too. See, they don't want to talk about that. That's why they don't want to talk about it. That would just accelerate Bitcoin getting jumped. And then I wanted to make this final point here. Remember when Lowell Ness, Andreessen Horowitz crypto attorney, said this?
My playbook these days, in fact, honestly, ever since I sat across from Bill Hinman and he sort of said, we're going to accept your proposal to give some guidance here, I stopped giving guidance. I said, let's be consistent with the SEC's hand wave approach here, because that's who matters. When you get into court, like, the court's going to give deference to the regulator. Nobody wants to. I mean, I get that. I really do. And my heart is in it. I love the academic arguments about whether or not something should be a security. But I just think, honestly, to be pragmatic here, you should just treat it like security and be done with it and move on, because we all know how to do that. And so that's, to me, the path of least resistance right now until case law change.
See, so they rigged the market intentionally. I said the entire crypto market to this point has been one big rigged government, SEC and CFTC sponsored lie. Level playing field is coming. Only then will you see the real king of crypto. And remember this tweet from Eleanor Terrett this week about how the digital chamber was putting together basically a proposal for the things that need to be done at the SEC, and this one was in there. Critical. Formally state that the Hinman speech is not SEC guidance and is not to be relied on. The speech includes factors that are not relevant to or required by the Howey test and has created confusion in the market. Additionally, this speech improperly created a winner-loser dynamic. So it's all been a lie, folks, and we uncovered the lie, and they hate it, but it's the truth. The truth is a tricky thing, isn't it? Now, in DAIXRP.com, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about XRP price. We're going to, what are they saying? You can just feel it that this thing is just ready to blast off. I'm going to show you what some of the people out there are saying. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button. Here you go.